says you can't start over and set goals 3 months into the year? Or 6 months? Or any other time. And that's what I love so much about the 12-week year method of goal planning. You've probably heard of the book, The 12-Week Year. It went viral on everything a couple of years ago, and for really good reason. Instead of the typical focus of planning yearly and having really big picture goals, you just hyper-focus on the next 12 weeks in front of you, whether or not that's the beginning of the year or even the beginning of a new quarter, which means you can start fresh with goal setting at any time, which is awesome, especially if the beginning of your year was as much of a mess as mine was. So grab your notebook and plan along with me as I set my goals for the next 12 weeks, plan my action steps on how I'm actually going to accomplish those goals, and reset my living space so I have a fresh, clean start. So this year, I'm treating goals a little bit differently than I have in the past. I'm only making goals based on actions and not outcomes. So to illustrate that, an outcome-based goal would be, I want to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in the next year. Whereas an action-based goal would be, I want to post 20 videos on YouTube this year. The outcome-based goal has so many extra variables that I have zero control over. Like, I can't control and make people click subscribe. Whereas the action-based goal, I have so much more control over whether I post 20 videos in a year or not. So that's number one. Number two, making an actual plan for how I'm going to accomplish these things. As James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, writes, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And so for each goal, answer 2 questions. 1, what does success look like for this goal? And 2, what steps do I need to take to make that a reality? Let's break these goals down into sub-goals and then tasks and plan out how we're actually going to accomplish these. I'm going to be focusing on just 5 categories of my life. Number 1, my house/environment. Number 2, my physical health. Number 3 is my garden, my cooking, and then my side hustles. What does success actually look like for my home and environment? Well, I want to make my home feel like home. This is the year that we finally finish our house projects. We've moved in a year and a half ago, and I would say no space really feels 100% done, and so many are just not even close. But then also, I want to develop better habits to keep it more clean and just more cozy all the time. For prioritizing my health, I want to be more active, so that means like having an actual workout routine and sticking to it. But then also just getting more movement just in my day-to-day, I think would really be good for me. Number 3, what do I consider success for my gardening goal? Last year, I learned a lot about gardening. I did it on a very small scale on my deck. And this year, I want to actually see us buying less produce and learning how to actually preserve that food so we can use homegrown foods throughout the year. Now, cooking. Oh, I have such a love-hate relationship with cooking. So this year, I think I really want to focus on just making more things from scratch, so learning how to cook more, but then also I want to learn how to cook more quickly, more efficiently, because I work full-time. I have all of these different side hustles. No offense, but I don't want to spend like an hour a day in the kitchen preparing food. I think that would be considered a major success in my cooking journey. And then finally, I would love to scale my business. Like I mentioned, I have a lot of different side hustles and parts of my business. So I have Belmare Boutique, which is like a small business, handmade and manufactured goods. This is also the year that I launch YouTube. That's gonna be a huge part of me scaling my business. And so this is my first video relaunching my channel. And so now that I have what I would consider success for each of my goals, now is time to break down each goal and come up with a list of things that need to happen in order for me to reach those goals. And then I can plot those out in my next 12 weeks and actually have an action plan for how I'm going to accomplish these things. I'm so excited, if you can't tell. Okay, so I'm done breaking down each goal. In the interest of time and fading daylight, it's pretty dark out there. Let's chat about the breakdown as I go reset my house. Resetting the house is such a small thing, but it makes such a big difference in how I show up for the rest of my life. So for my home, I'm focusing on 4 simple goals. First is cleaning my hand wash only dishes every day so that they don't pile up. And then we'll focus on finishing 1 room each month. So the mud room and entryway, my office space, and then the kitchen. And when my home feels good, I feel good. And that ties right into my health goals. For the next 12 weeks, I'm just focusing on building small habits. Walking 8,000 steps a day, working out 3 times a week, and more for fun, I just want to be able to do 2 pull-ups. Small daily actions add up, and that's what this 12-week plan is all about. And now onto gardening and cooking. In the garden, I'm simply focused on watering and fertilizing my plants consistently. And in the kitchen, I want to cook more efficiently by finding 3 new freezer-friendly meals we can prep in advance, 3 new one-pot meals, and then more for fun, I want to make homemade freezer jam. And finally, my business goals. This is the year of action. I'm launching my YouTube channel, posting 6 new videos in the next 12 weeks, and figuring out my video style along the way. No overthinking, just doing. Because the only way to get better at something is to actually do it. And while my focus is on YouTube this next 12 weeks, I don't want to completely neglect Belle Mere Boutique, so I want to create 3 new products for over there. If you're setting goals for yourself, just remember, break them down, focus on action, and keep moving forward. Let's make these next 12 weeks count.